If you find yourself getting ghosted by recruiters or auto rejected by ATS systems, and your first thought is, well, clearly I need to work on my resume, I'm going to hire a resume writer, then this video is for you because there's usually a little more to it than that. Now, first, let me say that resume writers are incredible. They do the work for you, and who doesn't love that? So, resume writers, please don't come for me. But the truth is, there's a time and a place for everything, right? Resume writing services are best suited for people who are very clear on the job that they want. They are beasts at job searching, and they're really good interviewers, right? You know how to prepare, you're very confident when you're interviewing. Even if you're thrown questions that you weren't expecting, you know how to adapt and how to answer them on the fly. But oftentimes, job seekers don't have all of that knowledge and skill, and getting your resume revamped is just one piece of the pie. You're not thinking about the bigger picture and all that's required to make you a really strong candidate. I hear lots of job seekers say that they hired a resume writer but still felt like they needed help with their interview preparation or other aspects of their job search. I also hear resume writers saying that a lot of the clients that they work with often needed help in other areas as well. If this sounds familiar to you, then what you really need is a career coach. Somebody who can give you help in all the different areas that make you a standout candidate to allow you to be attractive to recruiters and then also get interviews and then nail them so that you get the job offer. Depending on their specialty, I'll just speak to me specifically. I help women throughout the entire aspect of their job search. So I help them to get clear on what job that they really want, one that's really aligned with their strengths, their desires, what they're looking for in a company and in a role long term. I help them to then understand how to write the resume, right? I'm teaching you how to do it so that you know how to do it long term. You don't then need to go back to a resume writer every time you're in search for a job. Then we work on interview prep. I do mock interviews with my clients. We go off the cuff. I ask them questions they're not anticipating. They respond. I give them feedback on how they responded. And we go back and forth until they feel really, really confident in their interview skills. These are the things that I love doing with my clients because they go from being unsure and lacking confidence to really sure of themselves and really confident when it comes to hitting that submit button when they do an application and feeling like I can't wait for them to see that resume. And then when they go into interviews, knowing with confidence that they are fully prepared and they're able to nail any kind of question that comes their way. Here's some of what my clients had to say about working with me.
The very first conversation that I had with you, I felt like I was already part of your community. And it was the first time that I was meeting you. And I think that that's something that really touched me, that you really seem to offer an intentional level of care for having just met me like mere seconds ago on the Zoom. So that stood out to me. And I felt like this is definitely somebody who cares about me as a person and then cares about my growth and who I could see myself working with. I was surprised that it was so easy on your end to say, that's wonderful that, you appreciate my menu of options, but like, here's a way we could spin it and customize it so that it really fits where you are. And I just felt like that was like another bolded aspect of your intentionality where I was really where we were able to like stop and start and do what made the most sense so that we weren't just, going about in a robotic plan just because that's what it is. Because I have had that before. And it just felt how tailored it was felt really helpful for me to take what we did over the past 4 sessions and be able to carry it forward into other job searches. This has just been a breath of fresh air to connect with somebody who does look like me, and who is, steps ahead of where I am in life, just to see that, not that I doubt this, but that there's promise and potential in my own path. And I think how you always, you talk about empowering people and really inspiring people to see the power that was already present within them. I was exiting a really tough job season. And so I was coming to you like really at my lowest, and you helped me realize like how powerful I still was. That helped me like remember my worth as I was applying and interviewing. And I think that alone is something that I'll continue to hold with me from my relationship with you, both professionally, but also just personally. I have a much better education of what a cover letter or a resume that really speaks to the truth of who I am, but also what the skills that I possess and what I can offer to a company. The next search that I have, or many years down the road, I really do feel like I have the tools from the tips that you offered, from the materials that you provided, to be able to craft that on my own.
If you want to find out if a career coach like me is a fit for you, click the link below to take the quiz and find out what you need.